Despite having the worst unemployment in the country and a faltering economy, the Tasmanian Government has refused to rule out slashing jobs from Forestry Tasmania. The state opposition claims 150 jobs will go at the state-owned agency as part of a restructure. At the same time, there's concern Tasmania's freight subsidies could be on shaky legal grounds.
The state opposition is warning half Forestry Tasmania's staff could face the axe. The Liberals say the $35 million set aside for Forestry Tasmania in this year's state budget will be used to fund 150 redundancies and split the company into a small forestry business and a parks management arm.
Look, I've heard this from within government itself. Quite clearly on the table now is a plan to slash jobs in Forestry Tasmania.
Forestry Tasmania has refused to comment. The state government maintains the money is contingency funds, but couldn't rule out the job cuts.
I have no doubt that Forestry Tasmania have been working on restructuring over a long period of time. They have known for a long period of time that there has been impacts upon the forestry industry.
The Greens have repeatedly called for the company to be wound up. The government says decisions on Forestry Tasmania's future will be made after a final review is considered by Cabinet.
We haven't seen the second phase of the URS report, and that will then be considered by Cabinet.
Tasmanian exporters are also facing uncertainty. The federal government's checking whether the Bass Strait freight and passenger subsidies could be challenged in law, like the school chaplain funding, which is currently before the High Court.
If issues such as the High Court challenge to school chaplaincies takes place in other policy areas such as freight, then it would require a legislative support process through the Parliament.
Give these priority, get this sorted out. The Tasmanian economy cannot afford to have this sort of cloud hanging over it.
The Bass Strait freight and passenger schemes may require new legislation, which has support from all parties. The state government says it expects the freight subsidy will continue in some form. Jackie Street, ABC News.